I want to kick things off with the first check of your forecast with Keith Carson joining us live from Cape Elizabeth, where the waves are putting on a bit of a show today. Hey, Keith.
Hey, Brian. Yeah, there's a high surf advisory in effect today, and you can see the waves here at Fort Williams behind me. They were actually quite a bit higher a few hours ago. That tracks, though, we're just about or a little bit past low tide, which is at 11:40 a.m. So obviously as the water recedes, you don't get the same kind of crashing wave action that we had earlier. This storm, of course, technically a nor'easter, most of which missed us, though, and we ended up with just the coastal effects and a little bit of the wind, but unfortunately not the rain. Let's take a look at the high surf advisory that will be in effect through the rest of today. The forecast discussion by the National Weather Service also talks about potentially expanding that, or extending that, I should say, into Wednesday as well, depending on what the swells do out there. Right now, the wave heights are actually still pretty big. The buoy's just offshore over southern Maine, sitting at 10 to 12 feet as of last check, which is a pretty big wave height. The high surf advisory has listed, I think it's 5 to 7 feet. So we've seen some swells a little bit in excess of that over the last few hours. But again, as the tide recedes, not as many of those are able to make it to the shoreline. Ironically, or maybe kind of on brand for this year, we have this nor'easter nearby. Not a lot of rain, though, on the radar. A couple of showers, we've seen some periods of drizzle off and on along the coastline, but no real consistent rain. It's certainly nothing that's going to do any good for the drought for us going forward. So we track this through the rest of today. Scattered showers, a little bit of a breeze. There are those big waves still kicking along the coastline, but no substantial rain. The best chance of showers will be over southern coastal Maine and into the mid-coast too. A bit cool over the next couple of days. We may be able to recover, though, in time for the weekend. Brian will talk more about that part of the forecast in a few minutes.